welcome back. It is still Good Morning Abuja. And I hope you found that feature on zero tolerance for female genital mutilation quite insightful. Well, up next, I am going to have a discussion with a real estate entrepreneur, and he'll be telling me all about the knowledge and trends of the real estate business. Let's meet my guest, Mr. Sunday Ako.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, for the sake of those of us who are laymen, in the industry of real estate, why don't you tell me what are the dynamics and what does it essentially entail, the business of being in real estate?
All right, it's simple. The layman knows real estate to be lands and
Property.
properties, and that's what it is essentially. But there are intricacies to it, like different aspects to it. Yeah, but the simple thing is real estate is just exchanging value in terms of land or property for money. So, as an entrepreneur, my job, my responsibility, a real estate entrepreneur, my job is to ensure that people get um, access to these things easily, to lands, to houses easily, and not just to these things, but legitimate ones.
Legitimate.
Legitimate ones. Because one of the issues that we are facing right now is that we have a lot of entrepreneurs rising up wanting to make money at whatever cost. They don't care. They don't care if people get burned, but let me just make money. So you see them putting up offers that are not legit, that are not verified, and they just woo people into giving them money for a land that is not there or for a land that is not theirs. So my job is just to make sure that people get access to lands, to properties that are legit and without stress.
Affordable too.
Affordable, very, very affordable.
Great. You're going to definitely tell me more about the legitimacy
No challenge.
aspect of it. But for now, tell me how you create effective media and marketing strategies.
Okay, so marketing is a very vital part of what I do because you can have a product and if you don't put it out there for people to see, nobody's going to buy. So there are basically two kinds of marketing that we do. The traditional one. The traditional one entails physical marketing. Yeah, and I would say that is going out of vogue currently
Okay.
because of how our world is advancing right now, the advent of technology. Almost everyone is on social media.
Yeah.
And based on research right now, a lot of persons trust what they see on social media more than what you tell them physically. So if I come and meet you that, oh, I sell this, this is my company, you are most likely going to go and search for my Facebook page to see my activities and all. So that's how you see people trust the food they order online without any worries. So the second aspect of social media market of real estate marketing is digital marketing. That's where we have social media campaigns, content creation, and all. So if you're looking at going into real estate, you must take time to understand, study social media marketing because that's where everything is right now. It's changing the dynamics of real estate marketing, social media marketing. It's changing dynamics. So you have to understand. You have to understand content creation. You have to understand ads on different social media platforms and all. So that's what we basically do right now. There are
Okay.
a lot of real estate companies that are surviving and thriving without physical marketing. All they do is just social media marketing. Social media marketing.
Seeing the vast industry and all
Industry
of
is
that,
vast.
how it's very vast.
It's
How do you
vast.
handle customer service and retention? I mean, it's important to retain your customers.
Yeah.
So how do you handle customer relationship?
Okay, I think that has to do with the structure and the system of your organization. Like my organization, how we do it is that we actually put customers first. It's not just a mantra, it's something that we believe, it's core for us. So we always look for how to make sure that customers' needs are met and met easily. So let's take, for instance, a customer buys a land from me. The next thing I'm thinking of, how can I make the document processing easier for this person? So if this person is a 9 to 5 person, so I can be like, oh, okay, you don't have to come to my office. You don't have to come back to my office. I'm going to process it. I'm going to bring it to wherever you are. Wherever you are. That's part of trying to make life easier for them. All right. And secondly, there are different kinds of follow up. People talk about follow up, part of customer retention. Yeah. But we do what we call follow back. right?
Okay.
So there's follow up, there's follow through, and there's follow back. So follow back is after you're done, the deal is done with the client. You don't just let the client go. You follow them back. That means every of your offers, new offers that you have that you think will be good for them, that you think they will benefit from, you let them know. And you try as much as possible to want to be in their space.
Because after all, they are going to be part of your referrals.
Exactly. Exactly. And marketing thrives highly on referrals. So when you get this client, you try your best as much as possible to give them the best service possible because they are going to refer your next 10 clients, your next 5 clients.
Or not.
That's just it. So you just have to make sure that you keep following them back. And follow back does not mean come and buy all the time. Follow back is as simple as remembering your client's birthday and sending them a special package or a special message. You understand? Follow back is just being around your client's space to see for any major event in their life and trying your best as possible to be part of it. So people remember all those significant details that you pay attention to. So that's one of the secrets that we use that I'm putting out there as part of our customer retention strategy. It
That
works.
should work.
It works all the time.
That should work.
It works.
It won't work for me.
It works all the time.
Like I'm excited when my bankers send me messages.
Exactly.
First message on my birthday.
Exactly.
That should work.
Most times, 12 a.m. They've sent it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a strategy that works. So people are like, oh, wow, remember me. There are some banks that I open that I don't usually use, but because they are always sending me these messages, wanting to know how I do, sometimes I'm like, okay, I have this, let me just try it again and see. So it works.
Tell me about customers' expectations and how you navigate around them. Some people come with all kinds of expectations,
Yeah.
sometimes way overboard,
Yeah.
sometimes maybe not so much. How do you handle customers' expectations, various customers' expectations?
All right. So in real estate, we have different kinds of customers and there are different kinds of expectations. What we have discovered is that everybody wants to own real estate, but it's not everybody that have the means to do real estate immediately. All right. So, but you won't just say, oh, okay, because you don't have the means or you don't have all the money to buy a 1 million naira property or a 2 million naira property, I don't have anything to do with you. So, how we manage customers' expectation is that number one, we are true to ourselves. We don't promise what we can't give to you. That's part of maintaining our integrity. That we are true to ourselves. That's number one. And secondly, we try to look for offers, packages that can help our clients meet their needs. Let's take, for instance, recently we started a campaign to low income earners. So that's if you're earning in between 200,000 naira to 500,000 naira, you can also own a property in Abuja. How do you do that? We bring up what we call flexible payment plan. So if a property is 2 million naira, you don't have to pay everything immediately. So you can pay, let's say, 30 to 50% as your first installment and you spread the rest across 6 months. So that is actually we attempting to meet certain client expectations based on their level. All right. And we have clients that are actually up there that can afford even to buy a property of 20 million naira, 30, 40 million naira without even thinking
One
about
down
it.
payment.
One down payment, they can do that. So what we do for those kind of clients is to make sure that we make those property easily accessible to them. They don't have to stress. They don't have to. Our mantra simply is making lands easily accessible to all kinds of clients.
As an entrepreneur in real estate,
Yeah.
how important is it that you should understand market trends? What's trendy, maybe locally, say in Abuja, for instance.
It's everything because if you're not up to date, you're going to lose lots of clients. You're going to lose confidence in clients, and you won't really know. You won't be up to date with the strategy that you need to employ to get clients. So marketing, staying up to date with trends is everything. So recently in Abuja, I'm a real estate entrepreneur in Abuja. So recently in Abuja, we've heard
I may have to take a break at this one. We will definitely be right back.
all right.
All right, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll be back after the short break to continue this all important discussion. Welcome back. It's still Good Morning Abuja. Thank you for staying tuned, and we're discussing the business of real estate. I have with me here Mr. Sunday Akon.
Thank you.
Yes, you were telling me about market trends.
Yeah,
As an entrepreneur, how important is it that you must understand the trends
yeah.
in your local setting?
It's very important. It's everything because you are seeking for ways to meet your client needs easily. So you must stay up to date with things that affect them, things that affect the market. I give you an instance. A trend right now in real estate in Abuja is that there are a lot of real estate companies out there selling lands that are not legit, selling
Mm.
lands that are not verified, that are not certified by the state government. So a lot of persons, a lot of customers fall into the trap of acquiring that land and they get bonds.
Wow.
At the end of the day, those lands get revoked from them because it was not originally theirs. That's a trend. So, as a real estate entrepreneur, how I come in is that I seek to make sure that every product I'm putting out there, they are verified and they are legit. So that anybody that buys land, buy property from me, can go home and sleep in peace,
Mm.
knowing that, oh, yes, we did business, everything is verified, is legit. So that's a trend. So you can maximize that to give you an edge as a real estate entrepreneur and also give your customers ease. And another trend again currently in Abuja is that we have a lot of urban areas, no, not urban, rural areas
Okay.
development going on. You hear some person say, ah, no, I don't want to buy bush, I don't want to buy places too. Currently, those bushes are being developed rapidly,
Rapidly.
and the value of those places are increasing every day. So we have a popular mantra in real estate is that you don't wait to buy real estate, you buy real estate and wait. Because
Mm.
that place that you think is a bush, the next 2, 3 years is going to become developed and the value of lands or properties there is going to skyrocket, mostly times 100.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's a trend. So you need to know those trends and look for a way to maximize them as an entrepreneur to bring value to your customers.
Very interesting. You talked about legitimacy, and that's great. I'm curious.
Yeah,
So are there regulatory bodies
yeah,
as a customer? What should I be on the lookout for
yeah,
to make sure I don't get burnt?
yeah. So when you come across any offer that you're interested in, the first thing that I advise any client, even my client, the first thing I advise them is come and see this property to be sure that this property is available. You're not just seeing flyers, you're not just seeing me doing a video on a property. Come and see to be sure that it's available. Secondly,
Mm.
do your due diligence by going to the necessary regulatory bodies to verify that the documents that I'm giving to you for these lands are legit. If you're in Abuja, I will give you these two regulatory bodies that you should always go to verify any document. Number one is AGIS.
Okay.
AGIS is Abuja Geographic
Geographical
Information
information
System.
system.
So that's the body that controls land documentation and verification in Abuja. So if you go to AGIS, you get all the information you need about any land document that is given to you. And the second place that I would always advise my clients to go to is URP, that's Urban and Regional Planning,
Okay.
to be sure that the survey plan that
Is
is
that a
given to you
ministry, an agency?
is an agency.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the agency that is in charge of land allocation, plotting, and mapping out in Abuja. So that will help you to know that, okay, this survey plan that I'm giving to you is actually in the survey plan of Abuja. Because if you remember, years ago, people's houses were destroyed, not because they were not verified, they don't have documents for it, but because they were not in the plan.
Oh,
They were not in the plan.
town planning.
They were not in the town plan. So you need to go there and verify and to be sure that, oh, this property that I'm buying is part of the plan.
And it's not a government reserved
It's not a
area.
government reserved area. Because there are some persons, unfortunately, real estate business people that are selling properties for private residents that have been allocated for commercial uses. And
Oh,
when that goes up, before you know, the state government comes, destroy everywhere. Like this was not allocated for this.
wow.
This was allocated for industries. This was allocated for green areas, not for private residences.
Wow.
And before you know, you have court case here and there and there and there. So it's very important that as a customer, as a client, or as a prospecting client, that you do your research with these bodies to be sure and to be safe.
Hmm. Interesting. Tell me about your strategies for managing transactions from start to finish.
All right. It's quite easy. So if a client comes to me and they are interested, the first thing I do, we don't talk about money. Of course, you've seen the price and all, and maybe we've had conversations about payment plans and payment options. So after you've done your verification and all, if you want to pay outright, well, you pay outright, and we give you the document. For most estates, what we give are deed of assignment. Yeah, we give you a deed of assignment. That's the certificate we give for estates. Oh, you've gotten a plot here, we give you a deed of assignment and we give you your plot number and document to be sure that that is done. So that basically secures your investment with us.
So how about the surveyors? Do you work hand in hand with the surveyors and, of course, the legal?
Of course, of course, of course. Yeah, we have, and the good thing about it is that we have all those documents already handy. So when you buy from us, we give you those documents. It's left for you to go and do your verification to be sure that these documents are actually legit. They are not just fabricated or formulated documents to just give you a sense of legitimacy of the land. No. Yeah.
The real estate industry seems like it's emerging, kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of young persons,
Yeah.
look like they are suddenly interested in becoming
Yeah.
realtors, real estate
Yeah.
agents.
Yeah.
So what does it essentially entail? What does it take to become a real estate entrepreneur
But
or agent?
I think the first thing it takes is just passion for bringing value because I see myself as a value provider. And what's that value? That means I'm making lands and I'm making homes accessible to people. So you have to be passionate about bringing value to people. And secondly, you can be an independent realtor or you can be a realtor that is associated with an organization or a brand. Yeah. So I started by associating myself with brands. Started by selling properties for popular brands that we have currently in Abuja. And that afforded me certain experiences before I stepped out and I launched my own brand. Right now, I'm employing other realtors to come work with me to provide value for people. So it's actually very simple. It's just be passionate about it. Yeah, be open to learning because real estate is evolving and evolving very
It
fast.
is evolving.
Very, very fast.
Finally, before I let you go,
Yeah.
what would you say to people who are yet to key in, into real estate, either by acquiring homes or
Oh,
landed
yeah.
properties or any form of property for that
Yeah.
matter? What would you say to them?
I would say this is the best time to invest or to acquire property. Um, Not necessarily in Abuja, but anywhere you are. This is the best time to start thinking about it. There was a statistics that came out last month that real estate in Nigeria overtook oil and gas in terms of revenue generation.
Wow,
Yeah, in terms of revenue generation.
mind
That's
blowing.
how massive the industry is right now. So I would advise anybody just look for ways, look for means to just key in. There are many legit offers out there. And those offers come with flexible payment plans that you can maximize to become a landowner because um, part of the systems for wealth creation globally is real estate investment. Real estate investment because that's one investment or one asset that don't depreciate in value. Even with inflation or whatever, real estate still maintains its value. It does not lose its value.
It does rather appreciate.
It appreciates. It does not. So I think this is the best time to invest in real estate.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show and educating us.
Thank you so much for having me.
What more can I say? Well, thank you for coming on the show and educating us. It was
Thank you so
very
much for
insightful
having me.
speaking with you.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The best time to invest in real estate is now. And money invested in real estate is money well spent, wisely spent. And when you're in doubt, you can go to the AGs or any other relevant agency to make sure that you are dealing with realtors and real estate managers who are legitimate. Stay with us. It's still Good Morning Abuja. We'll take another short break and the show will continue.